Welcome back, everyone. We're here with the 9 o'clock tea time off of 1 with Caitlin Huber, Vanessa Borovilos, and Carly Mueller. Ethan, good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm pretty solid. It's a good day to be out here, nice weather, and we've seen some good golf so far today, and we're happy to be here with y'all today.
Yep, we are. We're going to be covering the last 4 holes of the group leaders, Bridget Wilkie, Michelle Zhang, and Yeji Kwan. Bear with us with the connection. If we experience some issues, we're troubleshooting it, and we're going to try and bring you the best possible coverage here for the last couple holes so you can see who caps off this tournament. But if we experience a loss of connection, just bear with us, and we're working to get it back for you. But as you can see here, they're just putting out here, and the final group is on the tee. Let's take a look at the most recent leaderboard, shall we, Ethan?
Let's do it.
All right, so the most updated scoring has Bridget Wilkie in the lead. She's 1 under today, 8 under total. Michelle Zhang's not far behind, 1 under today, 7 under total. And Carly Mueller at 4 under today, 6 under total. She's playing this 15th hole right now, so.
It's going to be a tight squeeze coming down the stretch. You never know what can happen on those last few holes because, you get stressed out there and, tensions are high and it's just, you just got to know when to lock in and close everything else out to, clutch up and come down the stretch.
Yeah, those nerves definitely kick in no matter what, I think, but we should be shaping up for a good finish here, and it's definitely going to come down to the wire, no doubt about that.
For the boys and girls side.
Yeah, over on the boys' side, who won't be here for a little bit, Tyler Watts is your current leader. He's 2 under today, 7 under total. Jackson Harrington's not far behind, 3 under today, 6 under total. And Talon Harrison, 4 under today, 5 under total. So he's tied with Blades Brown and Drew Miller at 5 under. So, excuse me, just Isaiah Ibit and Blades Brown. Drew Miller and Mason Howell are tied. So.
I mean, crazy golf being. The middle group's making some comebacks,
Yeah, I mean, you have 5 players within 2 shots right now. It's going to come down to the wire. All right. Now we're here with Bridget Wilkie. Shots. All right, everyone, we're just waiting for the final group to make their way up. We were a group behind, so just enjoy the shots here, and then we'll begin commentating as soon as the final group of Bridget Wilkie, Michelle Jing, and Yeji Kwan make it to the 15th tee here shortly. All right, everyone, we're here on the tee with the final group of Bridget Wilkie, Michelle Jing. They are currently one shot away from each other. Yeji Kwan's going to be first to play.
Just comes up short of the pin. Not too bad. Gives her a decent look at birdie.
Next to play is going to be Michelle Jing. Michelle is one shot off the lead. Her and Bridget are currently battling it out for who's going to win this tournament.
And this one's looking pretty solid right at it. Yeah, and that's another pretty solid shot right
Wow.
there.
Fantastic shot by Michelle. That's going to be a short look for birdie. Let's see how Bridget Wilkie responds. Bridget shot's on the way.
Coming up a little bit short.
So a bunch of looks at birdie there. We'll see if Michelle can take advantage of that great approach shot.
So as Bridget Wilkie, the leader right now, she's up first to putt, lining up, getting ready to see if she can roll one in for birdie or get it close for a tap-in par.
Yeah, Ethan, according to the live scoring on GolfStat, it appears she does have a one-shot lead over Michelle here coming into this hole. So this would really put some pressure on with a few holes left. And that's just going to miss on the low side, Ethan. I thought she made that.
I thought she did too from my angle. It was looking really good.
Perfect speed. So that's going to be a par for her. Yeji and Michelle both have pretty short birdie putts here. Both really good shots off the tee, Ethan.
And obviously Michelle's looking to, you know, take advantage of this right here to tie up the lead and put some pressure on Bridget.
Yep, tied with 3 to go would be fantastic. And Yeji's not having her best stuff today, but this would still be a nice birdie to roll in here. Good attempt there. So she's going to throw a mark on that, and Michelle's going to try and tie the lead right here.
To execute this birdie putt right now would be huge.
Michelle really taking her time here, Ethan. You definitely don't want to rush when you have a putt like this.
I mean, this might be one of the biggest putts coming into the stretch for her and for the girls, you know. I mean, this is one of the putts that really is going to matter. And, you know, and she does. It is all tied up going into 16. That was a huge putt for her.
Yep, fantastic putt from Michelle there, Ethan. And it looks like it's going to come down to the wire.
I mean, that's what it's all about, though, you know. See how the girls do under pressure coming down the stretch. I mean, they got to learn how to do that if they want to take it to the next level.
All right, Yeji to clean up her par here. Yep, nicely done there. So on to 16. right, guys, we're here on the 16th tee here. Curtis Kuhn's going to be joining us, the head pro here at Tradition Club. Curtis, thanks for joining us in the broadcast. What do you think about what's going on here and what you're about to see?
Man, this has been amazing today. Right down to the wire, just what we wanted. 16, 17, and 18. Great finishing par. And we're going to see what these girls got.
After you got to earn it from here on out. These are all tough parts.
Absolutely. So here on 16, we got pretty much a straightaway. Trouble right, and there is trouble left. These girls should have carrying the hill down there, so it should leave them with about 135, 140 in.
Yep, and first to play is going to be Michelle Zhang after her honors after that birdie putt on 15.
And the rough down the left side is very thick, so they definitely want to keep this in the fairway. Right down the center with a little draw, that will be absolutely perfect. That's what we call position A.
Yeah, that was very well struck, Curtis. A little tight draw, right? I don't even know.
If it did, it was about 3 yards.
That was right down the middle, center cut.
So next on the tee, we got Quan getting ready to go.
All right, Yeji Kwan now.
Almost carbon copy of Michelle right down the middle with just a little 3-yard draw. That should be playable from there.
Yeah, beautiful shot there. All right, Bridget Wilkie now.
Going a little right, but it is turning back a little left, so depending on the bounce, should be good right in the fairway.
Yeah, it's 3 balls in the fairway, Curtis, and we'll join you up in the fairway here shortly. All right, so Bridget and Michelle hit almost identical tee shots here, Ethan. Michelle was taking her preferred lies here, Ethan, as we're playing it up in the fairway due to the just a little bit of wetness in the
It's
fairway,
damp
I
out
think.
here.
Yeah.
You know, it's been damp out here all week, but you know, course is looking great.
And Michelle's going to be first to play here.
This one's looking a little right of the pin, but a really solid shot.
Wow.
Pin high.
There's a clap in the distance there, Ethan. It's going to be just about pin high, 25 feet or so to the right, so
yeah.
It's a good spot.
And we got Bridget here with almost an identical shot. I mean, couldn't ask for a better placement in the fairway. Dead center.
Yeah, literally, I think dead center, Ethan. If you were to get the measuring tape out.
Yeah. She doesn't seem like she likes it.
Looks like she tried to draw it a little bit.
But it'll work out.
Yeah, anytime you try and hit a draw like that, Ethan, off of, or you're a lefty, so it'd be the opposite for you, but with the ball a little bit above your feet and on an uphill lie, it's hard to turn it over.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, Yeji Kwan now.
Let the big stick eat on this hole.
Yeah, holy cow. Yeji definitely moved this one quite a ways down the fairway. Shouldn't have more than a short iron.
No, not at all.
Yeah, you can tell she really has a textbook swing.
Yeah.
Really sound mechanically.
Tempo town.
Yeah, population, not me, I'll tell you that.
No. Count me out as well. I mean, that's just a really
Wow.
good swing right there. Just fading right back in. That's a great shot.
Nice low cut, so controlled, right at the just left of the pin. Yeah, well done there.
Great shot.
So,
Great birdie luck.
well, some looks at birdie here. I'm agree with you shortly. All right, so Michelle's going to be first to putt here. Michelle's putt's on the way, and that just skirts by.
It's going to be, it's not a gimme coming back.
No,
Say
she's
that
going to
much.
have some work left for her par,
Yeah,
Ethan.
definitely a tester.
And the next hole, the 17th, Ethan, is drivable for these girls coming up soon. So,
I don't know if they're going to be aggressive or not, but
yeah, we'll see. Big putt for here for Bridget. She can regain the lead.
the solo lead. And this would be a big putt coming into 17. And the putt's off.
Similar to Michelle there, Ethan. A little bit too much pace and low.
You know, from coming up here, it looked like a really tricky putt from my angle, as well as yours. I mean, it's very tough to read.
Yeah, there's definitely a little bit more slope there, I think, than
Yeah,
they
100%.
thought.
You know, like yesterday, that grain can get sneaky downhill. You just never know if it's gonna break or snap or just take the ball away.
Yep, playing at different times of the day too can, we can play a little differently. Yeah, these girls have played this whole morning, afternoon, and evening. So, all right, here's Yeji for her birdie after.
Great shot.
Really nice. Really nice approach.
See if she can get it done.
That's just gonna miss.
Just burn the edge. Sure tap in par, and she'll move on. And the other two have some testers coming back. Stressed out about coming down the stretch because, they're testers and, they can get into your head.
No doubt about that, Ethan. These are the ones that you have to make if you want to win the championship. Big par putt here for Michelle.
And she makes that,
Wow.
maintaining the lead.
Huge putt there.
I think that was a little bit of a fist pump there.
That was, yeah, I can see why. I mean, I would have been pretty pumped up too.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if Bridget can follow and do the same to maintain the tied lead.
Nice putt there from Bridget. So,
Michelle and Bridget will maintain the lead together going into hole 17.
Yep, so we are tied at 8 under going to 17. We'll see you there shortly.
So we got Michelle safe and hit it to the yardage they want. Michelle looks like she's hitting drive.
Absolutely perfect, and it's 269 to the front from here playing today, so that is going to get very close. She's going to have a short chip and a putt to try to take the lead.
It is right near the front edge. I mean, that was a great shot. Now we have Bridget Wilkie on the tee now. Also hitting driver.
This one is going a little left into the trees. Looking for a bounce. I still think that's the play, though. You got to play to win. You don't want to play tentative at this stage of the game. I think they're going for the victory.
Yeah, they have to.
And Quan has the length. I believe if she hits this solid, she can get this there.
I mean, as you saw in the last hole, she piped that right down the middle.
Yeah, she was about 15 yards in front of the other two, so I believe she's got a shot here. And this one looks pretty good. I think just a little left of the green. And should be right down there.
All right, Ethan. So it looks like Bridget's found a little bit of trouble here in the left trees.
Yeah, that's just a tough shot. And
punching out.
It's looking pretty solid. Needs to sit down. And that's a great shot from in there. I mean, regardless, that's a really good shot.
Yeah, you heard it hit, I think it nicked a leaf potentially, but from there, that's anywhere.
Giving her a chance to save par from in there, which is, the things you really need to clutch up on because, that looks pretty bad from there, but she, executed that very well.
Yep, definitely. Ethan, now Michelle's going to have a relatively straightforward chip shot here.
She has the ability to take the advantage here, like get herself close and put herself on the board for another birdie. So this hole's very big for her.
All right, Yeji's pitch shot here, Ethan. Also a pretty relatively straightforward shot, just a little bit longer than Michelle's.
Just needs to flight it down and let it roll out. That was the play I was thinking of, and that's looking pretty solid.
Check up a little.
Yep, that's a great shot. They're really taking advantage of this short par 4 right now. Getting it close, giving themselves a chance of birdie to get on that podium board.
Yeah, this drivable par 4, and Michelle almost did just that. She's probably 5 or 6 yards short of the green here, Ethan. Really, really close to getting this on the putting surface.
You think you would putt this or chip this?
I would use a lower lofted wedge,
Yeah.
and
Maybe
probably,
even a pitching wedge to a 9-iron.
Yeah, I could. Personally, I like my 50 degree from around the green like this, and being in this Bermuda, I would aim a little right, hood the face a little bit, and take that check off, and just let it spin and let it roll. I mean,
you just want to roll it up there. You don't no need to flight it near the hole and try and stop it.
No, I don't think I could fly it near the hole and stop it, even if I wanted to.
Yeah. All right, Michelle with the chip shot. Let's see what she can do. A little higher.
She goes high, but looks like it's going to come up a little shorter than she wanted, but she'll still have a good look for birdie.
Yeah. And that's obviously not the outcome she wanted, as her reaction said, but, it's still a good look at birdie. And, Bridget's got a little bit of work to do, to save par.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the angle showed it, but it never is the easiest chipping off of a ball like that that's kind of into the slope. There was a little bit of a hill there, so it makes it a lot easier for that leading edge to dig in, and it's just a trickier shot chipping it when it's uphill.
100%.
Really big putt from Bridget here. Long birdie attempt, putting from just off the green.
And the putt is off. It's tracking, got some decent speed on it.
Wow.
Oh, just short. Great putt, though.
Yeah, great putt by Bridget there. All right, so Michelle has a birdie putt here to take the lead, Ethan, and like we said, not as short as she would have liked, but still definitely a very makeable putt.
Oh, 100%. These are like I said before, these are the putts that really do matter. Can you take it upon yourself to clutch up and make these putts?
Yeah, and I mean she has in the last two holes that birdie putt on 16 or 15, and the tester of a like
Yeah.
5-footer for par on 16. So
I think I'd be more nervous over that putt than
yeah,
the putt she has now.
yeah, this looks to be a little longer than the last one. Maybe 10 feet or so.
Yeah. Just misses. I mean, you can see the frustration there. But, another tap in par to remain tied for the lead with Bridget. 8 under going into 18 for those two.
Wow, Ethan. Yeah, I mean, we could potentially be seeing a playoff in this group potentially.
Yeah. You never know. Someone might pull something out on the 18th hole.
No doubt about that. And I think Bridget got out of position on the tee here, but she find a way to make par, and Michelle just wasn't able to convert that birdie. So, but they're both playing fantastic, and that's why they're in the final group here, tied for the lead.
And another thing I love about this is, coming down to the wire, it's very exciting to watch to see, who can take it upon themselves to, keep themselves, maintained under pressure,
Yep, and Yeji misses that putt, unfortunately, so that's going to be a tap in for her, but she's still having a nice tournament. Alright, so we're here on the tee, the final group, tied going into 18. We're just waiting on the tee here for the group ahead of them. But looks like they're making their way toward the green, so we should be back here with the action shortly, Ethan.
Yep. And Michelle is leaking it out to the right, going into the rough, and it takes a bad kick to the right. That
She's
is
telling it
not
to
what you
sit.
want to see on the last hole, you know, coming down the stretch.
Alright, Yeji Kwan now.
It's down the left side, go near the bunker. I think she's in it. Alright, now can Bridget close the gap out and strike one down the fairway? I mean, this is where it really matters coming down the stretch. Can you keep your composure on the 18th hole when it really matters?
Yeah, I mean, you said it best, Ethan. We'll see here.
And Bridget hits one right down the middle. That is a great shot. Great shot by Bridget, keeping her composure together.
Wow, yeah, nice low draw right down the center. right, Yeji's tee shot found the bunker here, Ethan. That bunker comes up quick on the left side here.
Yeah, it does, and that's a tough shot for it to be a tuck left pin, being on the left side of the fairway under those trees. It's gonna be a tough shot.
Yeah, that's just a really tough shot and a tough break in the lip there. It almost got over, Ethan.
It's just hard to get it, high enough to get it onto the green, And sometimes it's just hard to decide what you really want to do with the ball there.
Yeah, especially with that pin location too. I mean, it's tough, but Bridget Wilkie now in the fairway.
Let's see what she can do here, if she can put it tight. This one's headed a little left of the pin.
Aggressive line, Ethan.
And
is it going to hold?
Is it going to hold? That's a great shot.
Wow.
Wow, that's just really good
Left
closing
of this
in.
flag, Ethan, is very aggressive. That's impressive.
That was most aggressive.
Off.
Shut up.
Wow.
I don't even know if I could even do that, to be honest with you. Have the courage to go to pin like that, you know what I mean?
It was a big time shot. It looks like she pulled it slightly, but she got away with it. So here's Michelle now.
That sounded pretty solid, but it's headed to the right side of the green.
I think the lie she was in that rough.
It's going to be a long putt for birdie. And, talking about risk-reward shots, that's what you really can define it by, what Bridget just did right there. So it's good to see that.
Yeah, but it looks like we'll settle it on the putting surface where everything's equal.
We will either find our champion or see if we go into a playoff.
All right, Yeji Kwan here, trying to finish the day strong here, Ethan, and get up and down for a par.
The shot's looking pretty solid.
Wow.
Just got to roll out, but that checked up pretty solid out of the rough.
Yeah, kind of a tough break there. I think she almost hit it too good there.
I know. You don't see that much check coming out of the rough usually, but, she has a decent look at par to try and get a par save right there. Let's see what everybody can do on the putting surface now, because that's what it all comes down to in reality,
Yeah, no doubt about that. Obviously, Michelle has a pretty long putt here. Bridget's more than half as short as Michelle's, but really anything can happen at this point. She'll be first to play, so we're really looking at all options on the table here, Ethan. Nothing's been decided yet.
It's very exciting to watch firsthand, being able to talk about it too. It's just, it's makes me want to play.
This is extremely exciting. I agree. My heart is beating a little bit. I'm getting excited for whoever it's going to be that's going to win.
Whether it be a playoff or if someone sinks a putt to win.
Yeah, and winning in golf is just so hard, Ethan. I mean, to win a golf tournament, I don't think the average casual, fan realizes when you play competitive golf, you lose probably 99% of the time for the average competitive golfer. And
I mean, you and me both know how college golf works. I mean, everybody's either at your level or better.
Yeah.
And, you're always competing for that trophy every day.
And there's 80 to 120 people, and the chances of being number one out of those is.
And even if
It's
you're
hard.
fighting against your own teammates too at that point.
Yep, it's tough. So.
But we got Michelle here.
Yep.
With her putt for birdie from a very long distance
Playing
away.
it to break considerable way right to left, Ethan.
She plays it up pretty high. Can it get there?
It's on a good line. It needs to settle. Oh my goodness.
Gosh, that was a great putt. Almost went in.
Holy cow, I just got chills a
I
little
know, I
bit.
did too. I just stood up.
I thought she was going to make that putt. Oh my gosh.
That's what it's all about right there.
Wow.
Now all the pressure's on Bridget. I mean,
yeah, she has a chance to win here, but I mean, this is not not an easy putt by any means.
No.
It's going to be downhill with
high adrenaline.
Decent amount of break as well. Yeji's trying to get up and down here. Finish her round out with a par. Oh, tough putt there. Alright, so that's going to be a bogey finish for her, but...
Now this putt from Bridget is for the win.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, still a respectable tournament by Yeji, and she's
of
a
course.
Baylor commit.
Final group, always respectable.
Yeah, some days it just doesn't go your way, you know, Ethan?
Bridget here now for the win. Let's see if she can take it down.
In her home state, South Carolina. Oh my gosh.
Just missed.
Wow.
Might be looking at a playoff here. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. These players have played, you know, this is their 54th hole or 54th hole, Ethan, and to be tied after this is it's pretty crazy to think about, and just how hard they're both working and how well they're both playing out there. But you know, gonna have two putts to finish it here. So.
And it's very impressive to see that they're at 8 under both. I mean, you don't see that a lot in junior golf at all.
No, extremely impressive, regardless of the outcome.
Here's Michelle's putt for par.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, class. Now can Bridget make the par putt to force a playoff?
Yeah, so Michelle finishes her day. That birdie on 16 or 15 turned out to be huge for her.
Yeah.
But this is to go into a playoff at the Elite Invitational, Bridget Wilkie.
And she drops it.
Wow.
We have a playoff, ladies and gentlemen.
That is incredible. All right, guys, we will be back once we figure out the continuation of events. We will also have coverage of the boys for sure, and hopefully the playoff. We will let you know shortly, and just stay with us. All right, guys, we're here. Michelle Jing and Bridget Wilkie have they're on the range. Start time is going to be 2:50 for that playoff of a hole 13. I'm here with Curtis. Curtis, what can you tell me about the stretch of 13, 14, 15? But I guess it's sudden death, so that's the holes we're going to play. But tell me about 13 and what you think of that hole.
Yeah, 13 is a great par 4, especially where they have the pin today. Tucked back right, so it's definitely going to take an accurate shot off the tee, and then to set your angle up for that back pin location. 13 kind of has a double tiered green to it, so if you come up a little short, it's going to come back to the front and leave you with a long uphill putt to that back pin. So it's definitely going to be a good task to start off the sudden death playoff at.
Yeah, and we saw a little bit of 15. If it does go that far, that's a par 3 that Michelle made a big, huge birdie on.
They're going 13, 14, 17, 18.
Oh, excuse me. I was told it was 13, 14, 15.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going 13,
Okay.
14, 17,
All right, so maybe
18.
we're just figuring it out, but it is sudden death,
Yeah.
and 13 will be the start hole. My sources were wrong.
That's okay. I'm pretty sure it's 13, 14, 17, 18.
All right, either way, we'll just have to see how long it could go longer.
And then I know if they get back to 18 and it's still tied, they're just going to keep playing 18 until we have a winner.
Okay, gotcha. Very cool. Yeah, we'll have to see how it sets up, but I think a par 4 for a playoff is a good way to do it. Starting on at least.
Yeah, so they'll have a par 4, and then they'll follow it up with a long par 4, which is originally, when we played out here for the members, it's played as a par 5, but for the tournament, we switched it to a par 4 on 14, and then they'll go to 16, which is another par 4, and then 18 has been playing as one of the toughest holes out here this week, so it's going to be interesting if we get back to 18.
Yeah, you could tell on this 18th hole that we just played, Curtis, that bunker on the left really sneaks up from at least the view from the tee. It looked like Bridget striped hers right down the middle, and she only had maybe 5 to 10 yards more left, and she was in that bunker.
Yeah, so 18, and once you get over the hill, the bunker, it cuts into where you only have about 10 yards of actual fairway down over the hill. So you can lay up with a 3-wood and stay on top of the hill, but if you try to hit driver, you only got about a 15-yard fairway there to hit your driver into. But honestly, with these players, as good as they are out of the bunkers, I think they're just hitting driver, and if they end up in the waist area, they're still perfectly okay with that.
Yeah, that's what we noticed, and Michelle's shot off the tee looked a little right, but it opens up in that landing area, so she actually had a really nice angle to that back left flag.
Yeah, 18 is a tough hole, but it's also a fair hole, so it's going to be a good contest out there. We can't wait to see who comes out on top.
Yeah, for sure, and I think 8 under par for no matter who comes out on top. 8 under par after 54 holes at this golf course, I think, is extremely impressive, regardless of the outcome. And obviously, we're gonna have a winner at the end of this playoff, but I think both players, both played like they deserve to win this tournament.
Absolutely.
So as you can see here, Michelle and Bridget are warming up on the putting green. Bridget was hitting a few balls, so I'm just trying to stay loose and warm, but it's a beautiful day here in Pawleys Island.
Yeah, I'm glad the weather warmed up for them. It's pretty easy to stay loose out here today compared to what it was on the practice round on Thursday.
Yeah, I mean, it's perfect, 75 degrees and sunny right now. Late afternoon. Just a perfect day for some golf and perfect day for a playoff. But these two, I mean, they were tied ever since 15. I mean, they played the last 3 holes tied, so they've been neck and neck.
Yeah, Michelle hit 15 and made that birdie to tie it up at 8. And then they just played neck and neck the whole way in. Bridget on hole 16 escaped from the woods, made a fantastic shot out of the trees. Oh, no, that was on 17. Sorry, my fault. That was on 17 where she hit her tee shot left, and she escaped and managed to make par there. So some great play. Even when you think these kids are in trouble, they find a way to get out of it.
Yeah, I think on 17, Michelle obviously maybe had a little bit of a chance to make a birdie there, but it wasn't obviously not a gimme, and it's hard making a birdie, Curtis. There's no gimme birdies, and I think she missed maybe a chance to convert there, but at the same time,
when you're coming down the stretch and you know that the tournament's on the line, so for Michelle to finish 1 under on her last 4 and Bridget to finish even on her last 4, that is some amazing golf. A lot of pressure, and they handled it well.
Yeah, so we'll get you out to the 13th hole here momentarily. looks like Michelle Wilkie, Michelle Jing has won the tee toss over Bridget Wilkie here, Ethan. She's going to be first to play.
I mean, obviously, this is very intimidating for them, you know, very intense. Michelle will go down the left side. Should be fine right there. Maybe into the rough.
Yeah, just down the
Right
left there. Nice draw. Should
Good look at the hole from that angle, because that can be intimidating going over those bunkers.
definitely. Here's Bridget Wilkie. It looks like both of these girls play a draw off the tee, Ethan.
And if you can't tell from the camera, I mean, it is very tight of tee shot on this hole, and yeah, it gets very tight down there. But here's Bridget on her tee shot on the first playoff hole. Let's see what she can do. And that should be perfect right down the pipe. I mean, can't get more straight.
Almost a mirror of that 18th hole,
Yeah,
18th tee shot she hit.
And we're back, and it looks like Michelle's up first. She's in a little bit of the rough area on the left side under a tree, but it's still a pretty solid angle to the hole. I mean,
Yeah, Ethan, the lie she looks decent. I know, down in this tree here it doesn't look ideal, but you can still draw a pretty good lie down here, and this angle actually is ideal. So
I mean, she almost had a identical shot in the previous hole, but on the other side, but she hit it pretty solid, and she's about to take her second shot of the playoff hole right now. This is looking pretty solid, a little right of the pin, and it's coming right back. That's a pretty solid shot right there.
Wow, Ethan, that was big time.
Talk about putting on the pressure for Bridget. I mean,
Wow.
Bridget's got kind of a downhill lie coming into her shot. I mean, nothing too easy there.
No,
But
it's in the center of the fairway, Ethan. But like we said, it's not the easiest lie with this pin location and her
Yeah.
draws that she hits. It's
still a great angle at the hole, but that
Yep.
downhill lie can cause problems sometimes. But let's see what she can do from this angle. And this is looking really good too, right?
wow,
at it.
Ethan.
I mean, wow. Oh,
Oh my
great shot.
goodness. That is incredible.
Great shot. Well, this is intense,
What a
ladies and gentlemen.
battle.
This is what we like to see.
Okay, we are here now with 2 putts for birdie.
And, both great looks. Michelle's out, but, still a great look for birdie.
Yeah, if she's coming up the hill, it's not as close as Bridget's, but it's still a very makeable.
Both two great shots coming in. That's what it's all about, This is what we like to see. Couples who can, come down the wire and make the putts overall.
It really does come down to the putts, but you got to put yourself in position to make those putts.
Of course. I mean, they both did that, and let's see who can execute this.
Yep, Michelle for birdie.
The putt is off. Just missed right. I mean,
Wow, just high.
very frustrating.
So Bridget's going to have to have a chance to win it, but he's taking her time with this. Obviously going to read this putt from every direction.
Every direction possible. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I mean, this is a really big putt, obviously, for the win.
Yeah, and this is this is her second putt to win. Second putt in a row.
She's only 16 years old. Can you believe that?
Michelle Shing.
Off. Drains it for the win. Great putt. I mean, Bridget Wilkie, you're a winner.
Yep, as you heard from Mason Carmel, founder and tournament director, Bridget Wilkie, the 2023 Elite Invitational Girls Champion.
That is
So,
awesome to see, you know. Great first hole of the playoff. Comes down and makes the birdie putt.
yeah, great effort there by Michelle. Okay. We still have time for the boys, too. Yep. All right, should we tell Mason? All right, let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just go.
So we are on the 16th hole with the last group of the boys teeing off right now. It's coming out. And Blades Brown just hit it into the left, and the guy that I believe that was Tyler that just hit it to the left too.
Tyler Watts now on the tee. Wow.
Right down the left side of the fairway. It's a really good shot right there. Gives him a good angle right at the hole.
Yeah, that was absolutely piped, Ethan. Isaiah Ibit now on the tee. Quick tee pickup. Yeah, and you can see why, Ethan. That was dead center.
Another great tee shot. We got 2 in the fairway, and then 2 in the left rough, and 1 in the left pine straw.
All right, so Ibit and Watts have found the fairway here. Brown and Harrington off to the left. Brown has a bit of an uneven lie here, but still a good shot at the fairway. Harrington may be dealing with some tree trouble.
Yeah, I mean, down there, you're going to have to, near Harrington, he's got to, I don't know if he has a gap, but he's definitely going to try and put it on the green coming down that stretch.
Yeah, first to play, though, from the center is going to be Isaiah Ibit. From Team Canada. Ibit with a nice smooth swing.
It's coming down just a little left of it. Pin high. Pretty solid shot right there. Decent look at birdie.
All right, next to play is going to be Blades Brown. From the rough here, Ethan, he was fortunate it stayed up on that same level. So he still has a relatively...
It all depends if he can keep it low enough to, stay away from those trees over there, because those can come into play if he hits it too high.
Still a traditional, relatively normal lie, but definitely has to play this lower because of that tree.
And you never know if you're going to get a fly or lie out of this rough.
Yep.
I sure did the first time I played this course.
Hitting
There's a decent amount of flyers out of here.
A low draw at the right side of the screen. Yep, and he's hit this one.
Saw it. And it's come up a little bit short, but he'll have a decent, angle for a wedge shot to try and make it up and down for par.
Yep, that's for sure. That was a conservative but smart play there by Blades.
Now we have Tyler here. Another lefty. Has a pretty solid angle at the hole.
Yeah, right at this.
This is drawing right back into the pin. This is looking really good.
Holy cow.
That's a great shot right there. Great look for birdie. Trying to make a little move coming down the stretch, try and catch Blades.
All right, here's Harrington now. From the pine straw, if you will.
It's a pretty solid shot from out of there.
Yeah, he must have had a nice window. Wow,
It'll
and that
come up a
checks
little bit short. Might be able to putt that actually up to the green.
All right, they've made to the green, all four players, Tyler, Blades, Isaiah, and Jackson, and we'll give you a quick leaderboard update for the boys' championship.
Blades Brown's playing exceptional today, Doug. He's 5 under par on his round. He's 9 under total through 15. Jackson Harrington's also having a nice round of 3 under, and he sits 3 shots back at 6 under, tied with Tyler Watts.
Yeah, so Blades has a 3-shot lead with 3 holes to play. Yeah,
Yep.
Then the next hole would be the 17th, where I believe it is close to being drivable for the boys, Mike.
Yeah, that will be definitely a shorter par 4 for them. But first, they'll have to complete 15, Doug. Or 16, excuse me.
Yep, and Blade's going to play first. A little chip from the front of the green. That it's going to have a little tester of a putt coming up.
Wow, birdie for Tyler Watts there. Sorry about that brief interruption. We're back now. Just slight technical difficulties, but Tyler Watts makes a birdie to get to 7 under with 2 to play, Ethan.
I mean, that's what it's, he's got to be making birdies like that coming down the stretch trying to catch Blades.
Yeah, Blades has a short par putt here to stay at 9 under and maintain a 2-shot lead otherwise.
And Blades
Holds
makes his
it.
par
Wow.
putt and holds it together. He was the leader going into hole 17 with a 2-shot lead over Tyler.
Okay. Yep, here's Ibit cleaning his up.
And he does.
All right, Harrington taps that in. I'll be right back with it shortly.
We got Tyler on the tee after his birdie putt that he just made to go to 7 under.
Yeah, Watts has the honors here. He's 2 shots back now with 2 to play.
That is a great tee shot right down the pipe, right down the middle. That's what you want to see coming down the stretch.
Yep, next up, Jackson Harrington.
You don't see a lot of lefties in the same group at a time.
No, you're right. Not out here either. Harrington. It's going to find the left rough, I believe, down the left side. Blades has less than driver here, Ethan.
Yeah, I mean,
2-shot lead, 2 to play.
he's taking the safe option. He doesn't want to get too aggressive coming in. He wants to maintain that lead, and if he has to get aggressive, he will. But he's doing the smart decision here, and clubbing down a little bit and just trying to keep it in play.
Yep, playing for par.
And you know what? With a 2-shot lead, that's all you really got to do. That one finds the left rough.
Yep, and he'll be in position, but just on the left side, just stays out of that bunker. So, nice shot there by Brown. And rounding out the group, Isaiah Ibit, who's 1 over today, Ethan, not having his best stuff, but, it's tough. It's not a bad round, even 1 over par, but...
Not out here, and it's a tough course, Set up tough today, especially. It's very
days.
impressive to see, all these kids under par today. And
Definitely. And it's going to find the left side and
Left side of the
similar
fairway.
spot, but in the fairway. So we'll be up in the fairway in a moment.
All right, so we got 3 in the fairway, all on the line. And it looks like Tyler's going to be off first, Hit a great tee shot right down the middle, and he's looking to execute again to make another birdie coming down the stretch. Obviously, he's going to have to be aggressive trying to chase blades down, but that's part of it coming down the stretch. Here's Tyler for his second shot on the 17th hole. This is looking pretty solid right at it. And that's a great shot right there.
Also with the one-hand finish.
The one-hand finish, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll take that any day of the week. Great look for birdie right there. He's doing what he needs to do on his part. I mean, Doug, you've seen this. How stressful can it be coming down the stretch?
It's very stressful, especially now with the crowd building behind the green and with this live stream.
Of course. Come check it out, College Golf Network. Here's Ibit. This is another good-looking shot. Right inside Tyler. That's a great shot. 2 good birdie looks right there. And up next, for his second shot on the 17th hole as well, is Blades. This one's looking pretty solid as well. Oh, and that's a great shot coming in. I mean, talk about applying a pressure.
Wow. He has some nerves of steel to hit that shot with a 2-shot lead.
That is so good. It's almost sick, Doug. Oh, my gosh.
He's on a different level, Mike.
This one looks like it's going to come up short. Just made it on the green, on the fringe.
And we'll see you guys at the green.
All right, Jackson Harrington's going to be first to play after Blades Brown absolutely stuffed it in there.
He's keeping going. He's trying to stretch his lead. Take some pressure off himself coming into the 18th hole if he can make this putt.
Harrington's putt's on the way. Solid job there. Just going to lag that to a few feet. Ethan, he'll be able to convert that par pretty effortlessly here shortly. Just going to throw a mark on it.
Oh, for sure.
All right, so Ibit and Watts are going to attempt their birdie. Watts is trying to keep as much, if any, pressure as he can on Blades. I'm not sure if Blades feels it, but
Tyler's just trying to get as close as possible, you know.
yeah, going into the last hole, keep it within a shot or two.
If he can make this birdie putt, this will help him out tremendously, you know, even though it'll be a shot back, but making this putt can help him out a lot.
Yeah, especially with Blades having that short look at birdie. Watts needs to probably to stay within 2.
Here's Tyler for his putt for birdie. It's looking pretty solid. And he drains it. Wow. I mean,
wow.
That is what you want to see, you know, coming down the stretch.
And that looked
right
like
there.
It went around the cup a little there,
Yeah,
Ethan, before it
a
fell
little
to the bottom.
toilet bowl right there.
Yeah. Wow.
Great putt.
Nice catch hole. All right. Yep. So Ibit's tied for 6th. He's 3 under. He's in a three-way tie for 6th. He could make this to get into a solo 6, or a tie for 5th. So for birdie, as Ibit.
He just misses left.
Yeah. All right, so he's just gonna tap that in.
And again, major putt from Tyler right there.
Blades Brown buries it.
Wow, I mean,
birdie.
talk about trying to run away with it right there.
All right, so Blades Brown's going to take a 2-shot lead into 18 over Tyler Watts.
All right, so we're on the 18th hole on the tee box, and Tyler is up first. Obviously trying to go aggressive on this. He has to try and catch Blades, even though Blades does have a 2-shot lead. He has to do anything he can to try and catch him.
Yeah, that birdie on the last was huge for Watts. Birdie on the last.
That's back-to-back birdies for Tyler, but here's his tee shot. And that's looking pretty solid, rolling right to the center of the fairway.
Oh, that is a powerful swing, Ethan.
Yeah. He's not that big, and he hits it a decent amount of ways for his size.
Yeah, he generates a lot of speed for his age. He's only going to get bigger and stronger, so.
Of course. That'll help him out a lot.
No doubt. It's definitely a pretty incredible pairing these guys have here.
And all looks like they're chatting it up on the box. They're all good friends up there.
Yeah, we had an interview earlier this week, Ethan, with Blades, Jackson, and Tyler. And they said they have a lot of fun together.
So here's Ibit on the tee. It's going down the right side.
Head a little right.
Hopefully he can stop on the rough. And it reaches the trees, but it kicks out left. So hopefully he'll have a decent angle at the hole. Next on the tee, Blades.
Yep, Blades Brown, the #1 ranked junior in the world, #1 in the class of 2026, taking the 18th tee at the Elite Invitational with a 2-shot lead. Can he finish it out, Ethan?
I think he will. He looks very composed today, and just taking his time trying to close it out.
Yeah, we're on his time now.
And this is heading a little bit right, but it should stick in the fairway.
Wow, that was a power fade, Ethan. There's not too many juniors that can hit the ball like that with a slight fade.
I mean, that's why he's #1 in the world, right?
Yeah.
Move the ball.
Harrington. Wow, that is some
shot.
speed.
That had some ball speed on it.
I heard that one. All right, so Ibit has found the trees here. Brown, Watson, Harrington all have a clear shot at the green. Ibit's got a little bit of trouble here. Ethan looks like he's going to have to shape the shot.
You know, let's see what he can do from down there, you know.
That's a tough break there, Ethan.
Sounds like almost he hit a root down there.
Yeah, sounds like he's not even too sure about what happened. Just a tough spot to be in.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's just really unfortunate to see. This one's on its way.
Wants
Just
it to
gotta sit.
That's going to...
It just rolls right over the back. I mean, that's just a tough break right there after that first shot.
And he's not happy with that. Tyler Watts now trying to apply some pressure to Blades Brown.
Let's see what he can do with this approach shot. He's obviously going to have to get aggressive.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if the lefty plays a draw into this flag.
And this one's looking
And he's
really
going
solid.
to go at it with everything
Going right
he
at
has.
it. Oh my gosh.
Is that going to go in?
Oh my gosh. Go in.
My gosh.
Looks like it lipped out. Oh my gosh. Wow, what a shot.
He
It
was
looks like it
trying
lipped
to
out
make
from our
it.
angle.
He was trying to make it to tie Blades. And if you look at Blades, he cannot
Disbelief.
believe it. He's shaking his head up and down, laughing.
You know, that's camaraderie about this. That's just awesome to see. Game
Wow.
respect game right there.
I don't think Blades even would have been surprised if he made that shot, Ethan.
I wouldn't have been because, I mean, I even said before we got back on the mic, I was like, it'd be pretty cool for him to try and hole it out. And
Yeah.
He just lipped out. That's awesome to see.
Takes dead aim. That is wild.
That's a very impressive shot right there.
I
mean,
got chills when I saw
I did
that.
too. I jumped up just a second. Jeez.
Oh my gosh. This is high class, high quality golf we're watching right now.
So now we got Blades Brown in the right rough across the cart path. I mean, he's got a, you know, pretty decent angle at the hole, but he's still in the rough, so he's got to watch that fly or lie to see what he can do from that angle.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to take relief
From the cart path.
from the path. Yeah, his stance was just impeded a little bit there. So Mason Carmel there helping him with the relief. Tournament director.
Can't thank Mason enough for the event he's put on today and this whole weekend, you know. It's been very impressive to see that how much talent he got out here.
Yeah, Mason and the co-director Mark.
Yeah, Mark Mazzo with all the, you know, his insight from, you know, all of his experience on tour and stuff like that.
Yeah, they put together a world-class tournament here.
Yes, they did. And we can't thank enough for all the volunteers for making this happen. We appreciate all of you.
Yep, and all the staff at Tradition, Curtis Kuhn, the head professional, and his staff here, as well as all of the, food and beverage staff.
Yeah, of course.
The superintendent, his staff.
Awesome event at a very, you know, challenging, fun course out here.
Yeah, it's been a great time here in Pawleys Island, and we couldn't ask for a better finish, really. I mean,
No.
Seeing the girls' championship end in a playoff, and now we're watching the #1 ranked junior face off basically against the other, the #2 player in his class, and Tyler Watts.
Who's another top 10 junior.
Yeah, who's #7 overall in the world.
Yeah.
This is a glimpse into the future, Ethan. Doug, what do you think about all this?
I just like watching great golf, Mike. And they have put on a show for all the viewers out there.
All right, Brown now is going to try and close this out. Be interesting to see how aggressive his line is here on his approach
You,
shot.
you think he's going aggressive or conserve?
I think he's going to hit this at the middle of the green, but, you know, hey, I could be wrong. And that is
he's
aggressive.
going
That's
right at it. Jeez, that's
Wow.
looking really good. Wow. I mean,
Oh my
that's just
gosh.
class stuff right there. And he's looking to close it out right there with that shot. I mean, that's what you got to do coming down the stretch.
All right, Jackson Harrington now who's also put together a very respectable round today and just a really solid tournament. He's going to take dead aim as well.
This is
Man,
looking
this
pretty
pin
solid.
is getting no breathing room.
Wow. 3 great shots right there. I mean, class. We're back with Ibit. He went over the green. Tough break from that side on the right side. I mean, you just hate to see stuff like that happen.
Yeah, you never want to go long. Ethan to a back pin, but to be honest, this isn't that punishing back here.
No, if he lets it go over that front and just let it roll down, it should be a pretty solid chip.
Yeah, the slope in the back of the green's not that severe.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, he does just what you said. Should funnel
It's
down to
rolling
that
right
pin.
down. Come on, go in.
Go in,
That's a
ball.
great shot right there. Good way to end.
Yeah, and it was a tough break, and when he was out of position there in the mulch there, but under those trees, I'm not too sure what happened. Just bad contact, but. Yeah, so Harrington just misses that one.
You couldn't ask for a better finish like this.
But great round there by Jackson Harrington, and gave it a good effort at the title. But
this is Blades Brown to win the whole thing if he drains this putt right. Here's 2 putt to win.
Yep. Blades is 10 under par. Tyler Watts 8 under.
Blades has his chance to move to 11 under to just close it out and just.
And also set a tournament record.
Yeah,
Ethan,
that is
54
true.
scoring record.
Yep.
So he wastes no time. And that putt.
Wow.
It's just going to hang up. Wow.
I mean, that's your winner right there, Blades Brown.
Perfect speed.
Officially, that is your winner, Blades Brown, of the tournament.
Yep, your 2023 Elite Invitational Boys Champion, Blades Brown.
With a new scoring record for 3 days. Very impressive.
Wow, 11 under par out here. That is.
Beat it by 5 strokes.
Wow.
And here's Tyler, to close it out, to get to 9 under, if he can do it. Great tournament by him, too. I mean, he played well today.
Yeah, he battled
Started
all week.
all week, and you know it's very impressive to see how far he's come today.
He did start the day with the lead, Ethan, but
And he will make his birdie putt. Great playing to those two boys on the top 2 leaderboard.
yep.
Batted it out all the way through today.
And can we also just recognize that that was a par for Blades.
Yep.
So he's gonna finish at 10 under and 64 today, Ethan.
And you're a champion, Blades Brown. Congratulations.
Wow. Final round, 64, 10 under par.
Very impressive.
Wow. And
Mason
you see-
Carmel and Anna Carmel both congratulating all the players.
Well, we thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed College Golf Network's rendition of the Elite Invitational. If you'd like to see photos and videos from the event, head to our Instagram page at College Golf Network. All the photos from the event will also be posted on a Google Photos link for free for everyone to view. And yeah, we hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, head to our website and Instagram for everything else. And thank you to Tradition Club, Ethan. It was a
Thanks
pleasure.
for having me out this year.
Yeah, it was a pleasure having you, as well as Curtis on the mic. And we will close it out here. So, well, we thank you all. And